Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. The Toyota bZ4X is more than just another electric SUV. It's a statement, a shift, and a clear message from Toyota that the future of driving is changing fast. Today, I'm taking you on a deep dive into what this car is, what it stands for, how it feels, and whether it truly unlocks the pure possibility Toyota promises. So sit back, relax, and let's explore everything from real-world driving to performance, design, comfort, technology, range, charging, pricing, and what it actually means to live with this electric SUV every single day. When you first walk up to the Toyota bZ4X, the design immediately sets the tone. It doesn't try to look overly futuristic like some electric cars, nor does it stick to the boring, traditional crossover shape. Instead, it sits right in the middle with sharp lines, slim LED headlights, and a stance that looks modern, confident, and clean. The front end is unique because it doesn't have a traditional grille, something that automatically gives it that EV identity. The smooth surface up front not only looks different, but also helps improve aerodynamics. Toyota purposely designed it this way to reduce drag and help maximize range. And that subtle intention becomes obvious as you start spending time with the car. Walk around the side and the SUV proportions become more noticeable. The black plastic cladding around the wheel arches gives the bZ4X a rugged hint, almost like Toyota wants to remind you that, yes, this is still capable of handling rough surfaces. The 18 or 20-inch wheels, depending on trim, fill out the arches nicely and immediately give the car more presence. But the real surprise comes at the back. The signature LED light bar stretching across the rear makes the bZ4X look sharp at night, and the clean design helps it stand out from rivals. There's no chrome, no unnecessary details, just a smooth, modern design language that seems ready for the decade ahead. Step inside and you're greeted by a cabin that's unlike the typical Toyota layout. They've gone for a minimalist but premium look, with a layered dashboard, clean lines, and a driver-focused arrangement. The first thing you notice is the instrument cluster positioned high up, almost at the same height as your line of sight. It feels like a mix between a traditional cluster and a head-up display, so your eyes don't travel far from the road. The steering wheel sits lower, giving a cockpit-like vibe. This design choice helps make the driving experience more relaxed and less distracting. The materials inside feel good. Not ultra-luxury, but definitely higher quality than older Toyota cabins. Soft touch elements, fabric textures, and a neat center console give the car a more upscale personality. The Big 12, 3-inch touchscreen in the center is sharp, responsive, and intuitive. Toyota has finally caught up with the competition when it comes to infotainment speed and modern UI. The system supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is something every owner will appreciate. But design and screens are one thing. What really matters is how the Toyota bZ4X feels to live with. And this is where Toyota has clearly focused on comfort, practicality, and ease of use. The seats are soft yet supportive, the cabin is airy, and the visibility is excellent. There's plenty of room in the front, more than enough for tall drivers, and the rear seats offer generous legroom. The floor isn't completely flat like in some EV, but there's still enough space for 3 passengers to sit comfortably. The boot is practical too, offering good storage for everyday use, luggage, school bags, groceries, or even weekend road trips. But let's talk about the driving experience, because this is the heart of the bZ4X. Toyota says the car unlocks pure possibility with electric power, and while that sounds like marketing, the real-world experience does back it up. The instant torque of the electric motor gives the car smooth acceleration from a standstill. It's not the fastest EV out there, and it's not trying to be. What Toyota aimed for is refinement, consistency, and confidence. And that's exactly what you feel when you drive it. The steering is light, perfect for city driving and tight maneuvers. The ride quality is one of the best parts of this car. It absorbs bumps with ease, glides over uneven roads, and remains stable at higher speeds. Toyota has long mastered ride comfort in its hybrids, and it seems they've successfully brought that same DNA into the electric world. Even on rough roads, the bZ4X feels calm, composed, and controlled. There are two versions, a front-wheel drive single motor model and an all-wheel drive dual motor version. The single motor model is enough for most people, offering smooth acceleration and great efficiency. The dual motor version adds extra traction and a bit more performance, making it better suited for snowy conditions, dirt paths, or people who want more grip. Thanks to Toyota's collaboration with Subaru, the all-wheel drive system has real capability. It's not a hardcore off-roader, but it confidently handles slippery surfaces and uneven terrain better than most electric SUV in this class. Range is another crucial aspect of any electric car, and the bZ4X performs respectably here. Depending on the configuration, you can expect around 250 to 320 miles of driving range. Real-world numbers may vary depending on temperature, speed, and driving habits, but overall, the efficiency is solid and predictable. Toyota's battery management system is designed to prioritize long-term battery health, durability, and consistent performance. They are proud of their battery reliability and even claim minimal degradation over the first 10 years. That's a big promise, but coming from Toyota, it feels more believable than similar claims from newer EV brands. Charging is reasonably fast too. Using a DC fast charger, you can go from low charge to around 80% in roughly 30 minutes on the front-wheel drive version. The all-wheel drive model charges a bit slower, but still offers acceptable speeds. At home, using a typical 7 kW wall box, a full charge overnight is easy. For most people, that's all they need. Plug in before bed, wake up with a full battery, and drive through your day without thinking twice. But technology isn't just limited to the battery and charging. The driver assistance systems in the bZ4X are extremely advanced. Toyota Safety Sense includes adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blinds, spot monitoring, emergency braking, traffic sign recognition, and more. The systems have become smoother, less intrusive, and more intelligent. They help relieve stress during long drives and heavy traffic. The car maintains its lane confidently, adjusts speed naturally, and warns you if it detects potential hazards. It's like having a second pair of eyes watching the road. The bZ4X also supports over-the-air updates. This means Toyota can improve software features, efficiency, safety systems, and even infotainment without you having to visit a dealership. That's something EV buyers in 2025 expect, and Toyota is finally delivering it. Now, let's talk about what it actually feels like to live with this SUV every day. The quietness is one of the first things you appreciate. There's almost no noise inside, especially at lower speeds. Even on the highway, wind and road noise are well controlled. It's a peaceful experience, ideal for families or long commuters. The smooth acceleration makes city driving effortless, and the one-pedal style regenerative braking helps reduce fatigue. It's not a fully aggressive one-pedal system like some other EV, but it's still useful and intuitive. Practicality shines in real life. You have space for kids, adults, luggage, and even pets. The seat comfort makes long journeys relaxing. The suspension does a great job isolating you from rough surfaces. Everything inside feels like it was designed for convenience. Even the simple things, like the storage areas, cup holders, wireless phone charging pad, and climate controls, all feel well thought out. Toyota's philosophy of reliability and ease continues strongly in this EV. But what about performance? Not in the sense of speed, but overall capability. The bZ4X is not a performance EV, and it doesn't pretend to be. It's designed for comfort, stability, and confidence. There's enough power for quick overtakes and merging onto highways, but the focus is refinement over aggression. The all-wheel drive version provides a little more fun, thanks to the extra traction and slightly quicker acceleration. But the real strength of the bZ4X lies in how predictable and stable it feels. Whether you're cruising at 70 mph or navigating tight city streets, the car inspires trust. For many buyers, especially those switching from petrol or hybrid cars, the bZ4X feels familiar yet new. It doesn't overwhelm you with futuristic gimmicks or unusual controls. Instead, it eases you into the electric world with smoothness, comfort, and simplicity. Let's talk about the philosophy behind the name bZ4X. The BZ stands for Beyond Zero. Toyota's long-term vision of achieving carbon neutrality and offering vehicles that leave a positive impact beyond just reducing emissions. The 4 represents its size class, roughly equivalent to a mid-sized SUV. The X stands for crossover. Together, the name symbolizes Toyota's mission to deliver electric vehicles that go beyond zero emissions and provide new experiences for drivers. The ownership experience also reflects Toyota's well-known reliability standards. They offer strong warranties for the battery, electric motor, and overall vehicle. Maintenance is simpler than petrol cars. No oil changes, fewer mechanical parts, and fewer things that can go wrong. This makes long-term ownership cheaper and stress-free. For families and daily drivers, this matters a lot. Now, performance is one thing, but styling and presence matter too. The bZ4X looks modern without being overly futuristic. It blends in where needed but still stands out when you look closely at the details. The aerodynamic shape helps reduce energy consumption, but it also gives the car a sleek identity. It feels like a Toyota, but also like a step into the future. The unique front end, bold side profile, and striking rear lights give it a character that's memorable without being loud. Inside, the cabin lighting, modern textures, and clean dashboard create a soothing environment. Everything is intuitive, placed where you expect, and designed to make your daily drives easier. Toyota has clearly learned from Tesla, Hyundai, and other EV leaders and applied that knowledge in a way that still feels like a Toyota product, reliable, functional, and comfortable. One of the most important aspects of any EV is range confidence. And while other brands may offer slightly higher numbers, the bZ4X offers something many competitors lack: consistency. Toyota prioritizes stable range, accuracy, and battery longevity over pushing extreme numbers. So while some EV may lose range faster over the years, Toyota's focus on durability helps ensure you get the same dependable performance long after the novelty wears off. The bZ4X also supports smartphone connectivity from the start. You can check charging status, climate control, schedule charging times, and lock/unlock the car through your phone. These features make life easier, especially during hot summers or cold winters when you want to pre-condition the cabin before stepping inside. In terms of pricing, the bZ4X positions itself competitively among electric SUV. It's not the cheapest, but it offers strong value because of Toyota's reliability, comfort, and long-term battery durability. For families, this becomes a smart investment rather than a risky experiment. Toyota knows its customers well, and the bZ4X reflects that understanding. Now, let's talk about how this SUV fits into the larger landscape of electric cars. The competition is strong. Hyundai Ioniq 5, Kia EV6, Tesla Model Y, Volkswagen ID.4, and Nissan Ariya all offer compelling choices, but Toyota brings something different to the table. They deliver a balanced, reliable EV with excellent comfort, stable performance, and a promise of long-term durability. That's something Toyota has always excelled at. The bZ4X doesn't try to out-accelerate Tesla or outstyle Hyundai. Instead, it focuses on what the average driver actually wants: comfort, practicality, reliability, and peace of mind. Driving the bZ4X every day feels simple, calm, and enjoyable. It's not trying to be futuristic in a confusing way. It's just easy. You get in, start the car, glide away in silence, and enjoy a smooth ride. Traffic becomes less stressful. Long drives feel lighter. The electric experience blends naturally into your routine. And that's what makes the Toyota bZ4X special. It shows that electric cars don't always have to be bold statements. Sometimes they just have to work smoothly, reliably, and comfortably. In the end, the Toyota bZ4X represents a major step in Toyota's electric journey. It's a practical, stylish, and intelligent electric SUV that delivers what it promises: a new way of driving that unlocks pure possibility. Whether you're switching from a petrol car or upgrading from a hybrid, the bZ4X makes the transition feel natural and rewarding. It's a car built for the future, but designed for the everyday driver. And that's why, when you drive the Toyota bZ4X, you don't just feel the electric power. You feel the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where comfort, technology, zero emissions, and Toyota's legendary reliability come together to create something genuinely exciting, something truly possible, something ready for the next decade of driving.